All right, jumping into another topic also on the FBOs. Most of the handling agreements have clauses to of indemnification that makes the FBO not accountable to any acts leading to damage or loss unless due to willful negligence. And this basically exposes the operators to large losses in the event of an incident, but it's not attributable to them. They didn't cause this. Do you feel there's a need to review this insurance aspect of the FBO operation concerning the aircraft operations to get more suitable coverage for the operators to benefit them as well? What do you think, John?
As a handler, my answer is obviously no.
No.
But again, it's not that simple. What is our prime responsibility is to give good handling and to offer safe flight operation, which means we're not damaging the plane, which again then goes into the company culture, where in Swissport International and Swissport Morocco as well, we have a reporting system which is very stringent, where we make people, our staff, fully aware of their responsibility and their role into flight safety and whatever it means. So you can increase the liability of a handler to $10 million if you want to. If you don't have the culture behind it, you're eventually going to spend the $10 million. So where does it stop? Where does it end? I think we have limits. I think they are right. If we have a lot of aircraft damages in a specific market, then it increases your insurance costs for your own business. So you have an interest, a business interest for your own unit, not to increase it, because we within Swissport we are being punished as well if we have a higher number of aircraft incidents or of damages, then it's going to be reflected in your P&L. That's the economic side of it. Again, no for us, and it's all about corporate responsibility.
Right. Okay. Mr. Khalid?
For the ground services, as I mentioned earlier, some of I'm not talking about a chain of FBOs or handlers who are, they have the full equipment, setup, power, but we are talking about Middle East and North Africa, or even the region itself. So many of our clients, they don't accept to fly to some locations. It is monopoly for one ground handling company, which is mainly the national carrier, and the liability insurance is not even, I would say, covering anything. I'm not talking about 10 millions or something. One country G550 insurance is $250,000. So Jetex our company has to put insurance on third-party services, including fueling, because in our area it is not standards. Everyone can put the insurance limit the way he likes. So I see that, yes, it is not that you can invest all what you get on insurance companies, especially, but we have to work to improve the insurance environment for the clients, because if something goes wrong, and as I mentioned, sometimes it is not you who own the equipment in some areas, even if you carry the name of FBO, I believe something has to be done on this.
Thank you. What do you think, Mr. Hanno?
Well, as a member of the AXA working group, and we have discussed this, and actually last month we were discussing it quite hardly about it. EASA, which is the European Airlines Association, they want the ground handlers to be responsible of the direct and indirect costs and consequential costs, damages, all, and to increase the ground handling insurance premiums. actually, when we were digging about this area, we found that it was the under, I would say, the insurance brokers mainly, who were started this whole initiative regarding this increase of the insurance, of course, to their benefit. As a ground handler, I would rather see that, no, I ask a question, is it the GSPs only who approach the aircraft? Why should it be the GSPs? You have the catering, you have the fueling, you have the maintenance, sometimes the follow me. So it's, why don't they have the premium on these two as well?
And most of these services contracted by the FBOs to be provided to the operator?
Sure.
So
It's,
yeah, it comes back to the FBO. This is what I'm saying.
and then in the agreements, in the any standard ground handling agreement, whether it is for commercial or for business association, it's either arrange, operate, or provide. What do we do from these three? Whose responsibility lies on? And in all agreements, there is a liability clause. Article 8, the Article 8.5, which states that in that case, each aircraft type has got a premium. Accordingly, we are paying our premium.
I mean, but taking all these comments into consideration, do you think it's worthwhile considering taking this subject up with the insurance at the Mace workshop in the Dubai Air Show, or should it be ignored? What do you think, Khalid? Maybe put you in the corner.
You mean for the FBO insurance?
Yes.
Yes, it's nice. I mean, the same as MACE now is trying to put like efforts for the carriers to insure the aircraft under one umbrella. We know that the more you insure or the bigger your fleet is, the more discount you get. Maybe if we can discuss this, and we can, maybe FBOs can form like some kind of workshop day during MIBA. They can come up with some kind of agreement to put more efforts together when discussing with one insurance company. I believe it's going to make big business for insurance to compete with, rather than individual persons.
What do you think, John?
I think you would have to ask Rebecca. I think everyone knows Rebecca. She's the one who is in these panels and FBOs, and she's really the expert on those issues.
Okay, okay. Mr. Hanno, would you consider joining this effort with Mace?
Yes, why not?
So maybe
As long as it's for the
we have a few
benefit of the
supporters
general.
of the subject with MIBA.
Operator. So there we're going to go, the FBO, the MRO, general insurance, so on and so forth. So this is what we are planning to do, to extend it to the second level of business aviation in the whole segment. Thank you.
Any comments from the audience or opinions regarding this subject? Maybe we'll do it in Dubai during the air show. Okay. One of the potential expanding roles of FBOs with respect to passenger handling is the smooth transition between to and from commercial flights to private operation. But would you prefer to exploit such opportunities, and do you see value in such proposition from an FBO point of view or perspective?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, again, I'm looking at both sides. I'm looking at the airline handling side, and I'm looking at our executive aviation activity. And if I look at at Marrakesh as an example, or if I look at Casablanca as an example, we started having these requests, and we have set up a dedicated executive aviation team here, 2 persons in Marrakesh already, which is in charge of managing the whole country, with a focus obviously on Marrakesh, because the market here is the largest one. But we start having requests already also in other airports. Can you do us a transfer from one plane to the other? And we're trying to facilitate this now. What we have to do, we've been in operation for 1 year, so priority has been on growing and stabilizing. But the next step now is also to go into Casablanca and into Rabat, and to have dedicated people there to offer this kind of service. And I think it's an added value. I think it's also an added value for the airports. It's an added value for the markets. And actually, throughout the winter, we've introduced ourselves, Swissport, as a partner to the tourists, to the regional tourism boards, just to tell them, guys, we're there. Call us if you need this kind of special services. And I think it's really to the benefit of tourism, of the country, of reputation, and so on. And of course, it is a business, but of course we support it.
Khalid, what do you think of such a proposition?
Yeah, definitely, yes, definitely. If not the FBO or the handling is doing this mission, who's going to do it? I mean, he's the best one who's going to make the connection. He's the one who knows where is the parking bay. He's the one who has maybe limousines inside the drum side, and he's the one who's, so for us, whenever we go any location, we have nobody to ask for this assistance except of the handler. He's the one who has the badges to go to assist with the customs, immigration. He knows everything. So of course, this is one, I would say, the bone of the services for connection is we get great help from the handlers on doing this mission.
Thank you. Mr. Hanno?
Absolutely, yes. And a big yes.
Okay, great. Okay, I think this is coming to the conclusion of our discussion panel. If you have any